There is a controversy this morning that you might see mentioned on your Facebook feed, but then again, you might not. Facebook secretly conducted a massive psychological experiment on nearly 700,000 users, or as Time magazine put it, quote, Facebook totally screwed with a bunch of people in the name of science. The social media giant manipulated the newsfeed section to learn if negative or positive postings affect your mood. Well, it turns out that they can. Bridget Carey is a senior editor with our partners at CNET. Bridget, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so help me understand, what exactly did they do and why is it so bad?
Well, it certainly is uncomfortable to think of what they did. Here you have a case where Facebook decided people are only going to see positive posts in their feed or only going to see negative posts in their feed, and they wanted to see what that did to you, if that made you a little more negative or you a little more positive. So do they have the right?
Would you change you if you got a lot of bad news?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think it takes a lot. Go ahead.
Well, do you sign up for Facebook to play games and to be a lab rat, or do you just want to talk to your friends? And so there's an ethical problem here.
And what difference would it make? So they give you a lot of negative news, or they give you a lot of positive news. They found that it did affect people's mood and what they would do?
Yeah, very slightly. You're a little more positive if you see all positive things, and you're a little more negative if you see more negative things. But then you got to worry about, well, what does that mean going forward? I mean, are advertisers going to take advantage of that? Are they going to start serving you ads if you're feeling a little blue and kind of, take advantage of what they're seeing?
Is the larger point here, what is Facebook doing with its users?
Yeah, and transparency, I would say. I mean, here's a case where they say they're covered because in the data use policy, that really long thing that we all agreed to, we all read it really
closely. That nobody reads.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They have a lot of things that they say they're going to use your data for. Among them, they'll be able to target advertisements to you. And the word research is just stuck in there. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think of research as, being a subject of a science experiment.
You don't want to be a lab rat.
Right. So you got to wonder, is that a situation where someone like the FTC is going to step in and say, you weren't being clear with how you're using data?
Well, one of the data scientists who was doing this, his name's Adam Kramer, released this statement, and he said, my co-authors and I are very sorry for the way the paper described the research and any anxiety it caused. In hindsight, the research benefits may not have justified all of this anxiety. It doesn't quite sound like an apology, but it's an acknowledgement that they upset a few people here.
I don't feel much better about it. I mean, I would like to see Facebook do something going forward just to be more transparent. What other experiments are going on right now? Maybe in our settings, can we have a checkbox to say if we're going to be a part of it or not? That would be nice.
But
so those are good ideas. I mean, have they listened to those kinds of ideas?
When people speak up and they get really upset with Facebook, you notice, kind of makes changes. They're a little more open. So if enough people talk about this, maybe they will be more transparent about this.
Do you think it affects their reputation?
They already are on shaky ground with how people perceive them with privacy and how they use data. So they certainly don't want to, be any worse right now when it comes to that.
But there is such a thing as Facebook envy, basically.
Yes, basically, I guess you could say that.
Bridget, thank you very much.